ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears aren't proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it. You gotta go get it for yourself. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears aren't proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. Happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta try.
Well, that game's about to start, so. Word.
All right. Welcome to MIIHF, gentlemen, ladies, Sticks and FBS starting it off here hot with a shot for Jekia. Tries to find it, and Socks will just ping it off of the Sticks pizza slice, and that'll be straight into the goal 6 seconds in on Krabby here.
Well, I mean, there's really isn't too much to say right there. Just getting it off, early. That's a defensive let up. They're just kind of letting Sticks operate, and then I think it was Socks buried it in. That's a rough start to the game if you're Sweden, but hopefully they'll be able to bounce back here.
Absolutely showing some chemistry here to start off the game hot. Can't even get much of an introduction to the stars of these teams. MIIHF, quite the star-studded event. Top players against top players, stacking rosters, and Sticks and Socks here. Two notable names going to start off with the first goal of the tournament so far. Pass back to Birdie W. He'll take that up as Sticks, Lids on the defending end. Sweden trying to find something on the counterattack. Got to get one back in early here. They got plenty of time in front of them. Only 3 players and one of the best goalies in the league, Orange Panda, stopping them. Sticks here in the corner, goes for a corner move, finds the shot. It'll slowly roll past Krabby. Krabby can't get the save, and that's another tap in by Socks off the move of Sticks FBS.
Well, I mean, it's just a, pretty good mech by Sticks in the corner, and then, Socks, it looks like maybe his whole role here is just going to be playing that, that finisher for Sticks here. Sticks sets him up, and he's just there to tap it in. Give it a little bit of extra power there. It would have slid in on its own, but, Socks just making absolutely sure that it goes in there. Notching his second goal of the night and giving Sticks his second assist of the night.
Absolutely. And these are guys who, when you talk about their name and talk about their skill and what they've done in the league, don't match up to the people across them on the ice. Socks is nowhere near the legendary play of Robe, but they've got the chemistry here. Sticks and Socks, great friends, along with Birdie. And they're just out there with the vibes, and they're showing it off here. Sticks and Socks having that chemistry, being in the right position here. As Sticks, again, takes it forward, finds the shot. It's right past Krabby off the post and in, as that will be the 3rd goal for Jekia.
Well, I mean, this is off to a really rough start for Sweden. Sweden finally looking like for a line change now as Stix is able to get his 3rd point already. We're only 40 seconds into this game. And there have been 3 goals for Czechia. I mean, you talk about some stars and some legends, on the other side of the ice for Sweden, you got, the Boston Grizzlies legend Lids, you got players like Fairby, some up-and-coming players like Monkeys, Oridex, people like that. But, Czechia just seems to maybe have beat out here with some talent.
Absolutely, as we start, 38 seconds on ice for Sox, 2 touches on the puck, and 2 goals to show for it. And they find some line changes here for both teams. Biscuit Talk, Missia, and Leaf for it on their Czechian side. And Z01, Farabee, and Monkey there on the respective Sweden side. As in the corner, Missia and Z01 battle for it. Missia loses it over to Z01, trying to take it back. Leaf for it on the defensive end, clears it out to his teammate. Czechia on the offensive. Will be stopped by Z01 here, tries to get this out of his end. Swedes need to build a little bit of momentum. Krabby looking to find maybe her first save of the night. Farabee with some forward momentum here. We'll lose that over on a back check from Missia. Z01 pass Biscuit. Cuts into center. Finds the pass to Farabee. Farabee controls it. Farabee's going to find the shot. Farabee finds it. Hits the post just wide as Orange Panda is not forced to make the save. As a good offensive momentum here from Sweden. Getting them heads back in the game. Not letting that 3-0 deficit kind of defeat them here. They've got plenty of time to find their way back. Birdie with a shot. Krabby, won't have to find the save as that will hit their far post. P3 up. Robane Stix now battling for possession in the center. Lids loses it over to Stix. Krabby with the glove will drop it and record her first save of the night. Stix with another corner move. Sox there for the tap in. Krabby saves it. Krabby grabs the rebound twice over, but nobody can get a glove or a stick on it, and Sox will just P1 it in.
That's bad. I mean, that puck was in front of the net for a good 5 seconds there, and not one the Sweden player is able to hit it out as Sox was just punching it over and over into the net. Literally, it looked like it was just, Krabby was just getting back down into the net. That was a little sad to watch, I'll be honest. But, hat trick for Sox already. Hat trick and assist for Stix here. This is looking like it could be over really quick here.
It's like a fever dream. Maybe Stix's contract will be raised a bit next season for his performance here. Stix loses the face-off to Robe, but Sox will stop Robe from getting any further with the face-off circle. Stix now trying to take that forward. Lids up to Robe. Robe cuts into center. That'll just be cleanly retained possession by Czechia. P3 up to Sweden. Lids now hitting it up to his offensive end. Robe to Aradex and to center ice. Stix will defend that and clear that out to center. He'll take it up himself with possession. Got 2 on the back check. Maintains possession. Gets past everybody. Gets past Lids. Krabby off position, and Stix will find his 2nd of the night.
Yeah, I mean, this is really rough to watch and a little even harder to commentate on. As this Sweden team is, 0 shots on net so far, or recorded shots on net. 5 goals allowed on just 7 shots for Krabby and net here. I mean, this is just a really rough game to start out here. We're not even halfway through the period yet. But I mean, it's definitely eventful, to say the least.
Stix did a great job sticking with the puck there. Robe and Oradex almost have the back check. He maintains possession, gets past the Lids, and Krabby just a little shell-shocked from the multiple goals and shots. Couldn't get it. Shot P3, rebound, can't be gloved by Krabby, and that'll be the 6th of our own goal of Lids. Credited to Missia.
I mean, that is very, that's typical, Boston Grizzlies legend Lids there. Just too defensive for his own good. Accidentally, hits the puck into his own net here. But hey, Missia, a new player on the score sheet here tonight, so this is definitely a big up. As Missia gets his first of the night here.
Krabby will be disconnecting from the game, maybe a little bit of mentally broken after letting 6 in the first 3 minutes. As Monkey will come into the net, and Sweden off of that, losing that goalie and having Monkey drop in the net, will be forced to 5-man. They don't have that 6th skater there. When you're down 6-0, it kind of seems like there's bigger problems than the 5-man. But definitely going to roll over and die here with the 5-man. Not much of a fight they can put up without that 6th skater. As Farabee finds the pass across, Missia well covered. Missia now will take it forward. Seal 1 on the back check. Into the corner. 0-1 cuts into center ice here, but Biscuit will be there to continue to press Farabee. Trying to play some defense, good defense here for the Sweden side, not let a goal in, averaging 1 per 20-ish seconds. As Leaf for it on the defensive end, going against Farabee into the corner. Leaf for it now, taking this into center. Leaf for it, recent MIIHF Cup winner there with the Tampa Bay Turtles, I believe. Finding his defensive ice in the MIIHF, trying to get some Sox with a shot. It'll be saved by Monkey. A good save from Monkey positionally on the pullback shot. Leaf for it, like I was saying earlier, trying to make a name for himself, find some BHL ice time, show that he can hang here and maybe impress some people watching. At a 6, takes us behind the net of the Swedes. Slow roller into center will hit the post, and Robe will clear this back behind. Sticks again going for it. Finds it in center. P1 cleared out by Lids. Good defense there as Robe tries to take it forward. Sticks will take it up again. Hits it up to Sox. Sox with the pullback. Can't find the shot on that, as Lids will just put that into the corner. And Sox remains offsides.
Yeah, I mean, this is Monkey and net here could be the big start to the comeback here tonight. I think this is going to be interesting for the rest of the game.
Absolutely, Sticks wins it forward. 0-1. P3's up to the ice to Robe. RDW there, I'll read it. Norris defenseman winner, or best defenseman winner, excuse me, Norris winner of BHL Birdie W. And also, I believe, a Rookie of the Year winner. Quite the impressive BHL season we just saw from Birdie W. And he continues to show his defensive prowess here in the MIIHF. Sticks finally finds a shot. It'll be pinged by Zio1. Zio up to Farabee. Sweden on the attack. Birdie just being the defensive stonewall for Zekia. Farabee tries to find the P3. Can't. Again, finds the shot. Orange Panda with an easy tap out. Won't even register as a shot there. Farabee can't find a stick on the slot pass, and Sticks will have some space to work with on the counterattack. Finds the P3. Saved by Monkey. What a good save for Monkey there. Sticks again on the corner move. Biscuit can't hit this slot pass. Don't know if it was an intended slot pass, but it did cross through slot quickly off of the Sticks failed corner move. Missia now cutting into center. Finds a shot. Stopped by the Sweden defenseman. Missia P3'd up. Vordex back up to Robe. Leaf for it. Defending well for Shekia. Up to Biscuit on the attack. P3 across the Ordex. Back over to Robe. Orange Panda will make the aggressive play to get that out. Biscuit trying to find the P3. Stopped by Ordex. Ordex now. Missia into center. Can't be hit by Biscuit. And that'll be cleared out by a good defensive Sweden play as they seem to regain their bearings here at the end of the first period.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a rough first period for Sweden here. I mean, you're down 6 goals, you haven't got a shot, but definitely some notes to take away from the end of the period. They looked a little more collected, a little more calm. Maybe, you know, having that 6-goal deficit now, they kind of realize, like, okay, you know, not too much to play for other than ourselves here, so let's just kind of go play and have some fun. I think Monkey's, you know, been doing surprisingly well in net. I believe Monkey, not notably a goalie, so we'll see. Maybe, you know, maybe Sweden can get some shots on in this second period. I mean, they are playing a man down, unfortunately, so we'll see how they manage that throughout this period. But I actually, yeah, still playing a man down, but let's see if they can maybe get some shots on net in this second period and maybe, you know, maybe get a goal. What do you think, DBG? What should Sweden do here?
I mean, they definitely need to find that 6th skater here. They got the free agency open. They can make some signings happen mid-game to get that 6th skater and have some power. But at the end of the day, it's 6-0. I mean, you've kind of understand this game is a wash by now.
I
But
do see 3 players on Sweden's bench.
that's good for them. But you're going to definitely want to at least put in these next 2 periods looking like you are just a real team. You can watch this game, understand that what happened in the first period happened. It's a fluke. And if you can resemble a competent team for the next 2 periods, you can feel like you can go into the rest of these games and have a chance still.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's quite short group play and playoffs here. Obviously, all of this happening 1 week, but there are still more games to be played here for the Sweden team. So, at the end of the day, it's not, you know, all gloomy waters ahead. There might be some, you know, good times ahead of this team here, but we'll see how they take the rest of this game to, you know, start saying things like that.
Absolutely, as miracles are always possible. We got 12 minutes of game left in front of us. CO1 will start off the face-off. Sticks again on the counterattack. Monkey with the save. Socks into the corner. Caribou will just clear that out. Fox taking this behind the net. Plantus, the 6th man for Sweden, found his way onto the ice. Plantus. Farabee trying to hit this up. Birdie W will clear this in the center. ZO1 almost finding a shot on target, just a little wide. As Birdie now on the counter. Farabee and Birdie just taking this into the corner behind the net. Birdie will just chase this. That's the defenseman just chasing it all the way back, trying to find some offense for himself. He got the 6-0 lead. I mean, I'm sure he wants to record some points for himself on the stats. Farabee finally get things out of the Sweden defensive end. Finds the pass over to ZO1. ZO1 tries to claim it. Sticks there to stop that, and Birdie will regain possession. Plantus playing some good defense here as his start of the suit up of the Sweden defenseman. Biscuit into the corner. Finds a slot pass glove by Monkey. Monkey will drop that to absolutely none of his teammates there, as Misya is the first one to find that. P3's it into the face of Robe, and Robe's on the counter, finds the pass. Won't connect, just leap for it. Makes a great defensive play. Misty now loses this over to Robe in his defensive end. Czechia finally facing some offensive pressure from the Sweden opposition as Lids Ordex over to Robe, can't connect. Missia only there to stop it. Ordex P3s. A lot of P3 pass attempts. Shot stopped by Monkey. His passes don't seem to be connecting for Sweden. Robe opting to take it up himself finally. Orange Panda finally forced to make his first save of the night. And Sweden will be on the board for shots. Penalty called by the Yacht. As our ref will call that a penalty here on the away team. Czechia will be in the box.
I actually missed the penalty there, so I didn't really see what happened, but I was more focused on Sweden getting their first shot attempt of the night. Good for them, as now they have a chance to go on the power play here. I mean, maybe this is the start of something good for the Sweden team here in the second period. We've still got a lot of playtime left here, so let's see what they can do.
Absolutely, Robe pulls it back. Again pulls it back, can't find the shot. Ordex. And short-handed, even Czechia seems to kind of maintain possession here. Sticks finds the counterattack. Sticks with a shot, it'll be stopped by Monkey. But again, even short-handed, Sweden cannot find any offensive pressure up a man. Czechia playing great defense, putting up a shot against Monkey. Ordex loses it over to Birdie. Birdie's free and a bad line change. Saved by Monkey. What a glove on the P3 shot from Birdie. As Sweden taking their line changes here on the power play. It's 2v2. Where's the third skater? And shot just wide will be cleared off the post. An easy clear for somebody as experienced as Orange Panda. Pass up to Plantus. Saved by Orange Panda on the shot. And Sticks on the counterattack will be stopped by Plantus. As penalty ends, Czechia gets their third skater back onto the ice. Still not on the ice, though. His line changes happen. Missia now. Farabee with the pullback. Loses it over to Socks. Socks pulls back to center. Can't maintain possession of that as the Swede defenseman will clear that out. Into the corner. Orange Panda just watching his team battle in his corner. Both teams ping possession back and forth here into the center on the bench's side. Missio will clear it out for his defensive end. Farabee. Farabee to 0-1, not connecting. Leaf for it on the defensive end. Shot by Farabee will hit the post. Farabee into center to Z01. Not going to connect, though. Just a bit unlucky from the Sweden team here. They're finding the passes, but their intended targets are not receiving. Good defense from Zekia, or just sometimes missing the hit. Missio with a shot, and that's past Monkey. A bit of a defensive lapse there from Zekia. Missio will find his second.
You know, I was really starting to think about how good Sweden has actually kind of looked in the second half of this period, but, you know, bad let up with a player like Missio, you know, soon to be owner in the BHL. You know, you give Missio a look like that, he's going to score in that 9 times out of 10. So, you know, it's a good goal by Missio, bad let up by Sweden, but I think Sweden has actually started to look a little better here and a little more competent as a team here. So, yeah.
They went from letting 6 up in the first 3 minutes of the first period to going the next 8 minutes without letting 1 up. Finally get 1, find 3 shots for it, though. It's Birdie W here. Blues it over to Robe. Robe in the center. Robe with a nice shot! And that'll be pinged off of Sticks and an own goal. Nice Sticks, but credit to Robe. It honestly looks like it would have been scored either way.
Wow. Time for a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. I mean,
as that goal may not stand, as this will be reviewed for FOV.
Oh no.
I don't believe 20 seconds elapsed between the FOV and the goal, so this will be called back. It may have been 20 seconds. It was close to 20 seconds.
Doesn't look like we're even going to get a review on here, as we have the mercy rule on.
As the Gyat, not the greatest ref, but, you know, sometimes you got to make do with what you do. Robe. Sticks. Heading it up to Lids. Sticks pull back. And Sweden, what would have looked like a momentum shifter there for Sweden on a great Robe goal, ends up getting called back. Now 7-0 maintains, and mercy rule will still remain on as time continues to click. Lids up to Robe. Robe with the pullback pinged. Sweden just can't seem to get it on their own half. Finally up to Ordex with P3's at a cross shot, and that was a beautiful shot off the pass from Ordex, and Sweden will find their 1 finally.
At the end of the second period here, Sweden finally able to get a goal, as Zekia just unable to really do much there. 2 players getting an assist, 1 player with the goal. That was quite a good goal, I have to say. I believe it was Robe shot it from the blue line, it looks like. That was really good. We're going to get right into the third period here.
It's a double whistle. As Youppi doesn't know about the bug. Nobody ever reported the bug. Oh no.
As, yeah, we're going to get right into the third period here. DBG, back to you.
Thank you. As third period starts here, they won't get the 5 seconds left. Farabee into the corner. Birdie W just trying to get this out his defensive end. Farabee can't get anything there for the Sweden side. Their attack constantly suppressed by this great stonewall defense of Birdie W. Farabee again just not able to get past Birdie W. Pass up to Socks. Monkey will try to ping that out. And 0-1 will ultimately maintain possession as the P3 pass up to Farabee. It's connecting. Orange Panda with the save. A great positional save from Orange Panda on a really good pass from the Swedes. Finally showing some life here. Socks into center. Monkey will come off his mark to hit that out. Pontoon's up to 0-1. 0-1 taking this up the boards. Trying to cut into center. Will be pinged out by Birdie W up the Sticks on the defensive end. Robe coming in for the Swedes. P3 up to Plantus. Open ice. There's 4 people on the ice for Czechia. But it doesn't matter because Plantus will bury it into the back of the net for Sweden's second goal. They got 4 minutes and 50 seconds left, but a 5-goal deficit to come back from.
I mean, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Do you believe in miracles? Because, I mean, maybe, just maybe, we will have one here tonight. I mean, 2 goals in the last, what has it been, a minute 10 seconds about, basically. I mean, who knows? We could maybe see something special.
Fans shouting in the stands to add a 4th period. They want to see some more hockey for Sweden to have a time to come back. Unfortunately, we won't have a 4th period here, so Swedes' name of the game is going to be time management, 4 minutes and 50 seconds with a 5-goal hole to dig yourself out of. It's going to be rough, but crazier things have happened in the BHL. And MIIHF is no different in terms of wonder, in terms of excitement, in terms of possibilities. As pass up to Biscuit. Lids. Gonna hit this up. Czechia seeming to put some more gas on the pedal, but they're making mistakes. Biscuit and Missy having to check up because they're offsides. Up to Robe. Robe's got 2 defenders on him. Biscuit will make the defensive play. Robe pulls back. Whiffs the puck, forgets about it. Swede a little overexcited. Seems to be making some mistakes as well. Both teams trying not to squander away the opportunity in front of them. Lids up to center, up to Ordex on cameras. Can't speak, excuse me. Lids up onto the bench, finds the P3 across. Leaf for it with a good ping, but Ordex will hit that up to Robe. Robe with the rebound, pinged out by Orange Panda. Almost a shot for Sweden there, but a bit of confusion, and Orange Panda will ultimately come out on top with the clear. Ordex went into forward. Has 2 defenders in front of him, not much of pass options. Finally gets it into center. Farabee has the shot. Saved by Orange Panda. An amazing save from Orange Panda there. Quite some offensive life here from Sweden. They find multiple shots. They've maintained possession for a lot of this against Czechia. Sox finally finding the pullback. Won't have much life to that there, as Z01 will ultimately take this behind his net. P3 up. Farabee maintains possession. Has 1 defender in front of him. Sticks now cutting into center. Finds the pass. Finds a shot. Saved by Monkey. Quick reaction times for Monkey there. We'll find the glove. Sticks with the pullback. Sticks 1-on-1. Hits a nice just pullback curve. And he will find his hat trick of the night and put away any hopes of a Sweden comeback here late in the 3rd.
I mean, that's rough, but I want to take a moment to actually point out some alarming stats for this Czechia team. 8 shots to 18. For a moment there, it was, Sweden had half the shots in, what has been basically a period of competent play. But I also want to point out the fact that had Monkey been in net this whole game so far, this would have been a 2-2 game. Had Krabby just not had a rough night tonight, this could be a completely different story. The Sweden team, definitely no team of slouches, as they can create some offensive pressure here, clearly.
Absolutely, and Sweden maybe feeling a little bit better about themselves with this performance here. Off the post, it'll be cleared. Monkey, not a necessarily top goalie. Krabby, win in form, definitely a bit better than Monkey. And they've got Nixes as well on their roster for those goalies. Finding maybe a bit more momentum here. They can feel better going into these next few games, understanding that they've found their offense. As long as they just clear up some mistakes on the back end, have a little bit more confidence in their goalie, they will absolutely find some wins here in this MIIHF tournament and even find their way into playoffs. As pass up to Farabee. Farabee clear, can't find the P3. A really great opportunity there. Z01 passed up. Birdie W, the only receiver there. Lids clears it out. Sticks again, the only receiver there. These Swedes passes only finding Czechian players. Lids will take this back. Both teams line change here. Lids tries to hit up to Robe. Robe ultimately wins this over with Leaf for it on him. Finds the P3. Too much on that for Oradix to do anything in the slot. As Lids, quick turnaround. Biscuit trying to just press on these Czechian offense. Finds a slot pass. Shot. Missy. A save. Monkey. What a great save from the slot pass there. Robe. cuts into center. Past one, can't get past Leaf for it. Lids hits it back up to Robe. Robe, P3, stopped by Leaf for its crouch. Missia, P3 up to Biscuit. Biscuit receives the pass. Biscuit got 2 defenders on him. Can't make much of it with such defensive pressure on him. Oridex trying to get it up to Robe. Oridex pulling back. Finds the P3, saved by Orange Panda. Missia up to nobody. Lids the only stick there for Sweden. Leifert and Robe. 55 seconds here as the clock winds down. Sweden just trying to find one more to feel better about themselves tonight. And Czechia trying to just stat pad absolutely here, as they've looked good all night. Many players excelling and showing how well they can play at this level. Slicks FBS, a notable name here that's really shown that he is ready for the next step. Plantus now trying to get inside of his Sweden defensive end. Gets past one. Just 5-hole into center, but none of his teammates there, unfortunately, to receive it. Birdie W on the counter-offensive. Birdie W finds a shot. Saved by Monkey. The 5-hole won't go. Sticks won't find the shot. It's wide. Finds the pass. Birdie W can't find the slot. And glove by Monkey. Good goalie play here for Monkey. A two-way player there on skates and in pads. Farabee comes on the ice for the last 5 seconds. And Farabee will just absolutely demolish Birdie W with some punches to the face. And that will be the end of Sweden versus Czechia Game 1, 8-2. But stick around, ladies and gentlemen. We've got plenty more where that came from. Right after this, we have Team Canada and Team Finland, Team Denmark, Team USA, Team Germany, and Team Russia all playing tonight. We'll be right back.
We off?
You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You are like me, and I'm like you. You are like me, and I'm like you. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine 'cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the MIIHF. We got our second game starting here. Canada versus Finland. Finland at home, starting for the Canadian side here. We got Packers, Ned, and ohLuvv. I believe that is the Packers, not the Wad Packers. Pandaman 10-10 in net, and on the Finland opposition side, we have ohLuvv, Greatness, Glennieboo. I'm not sure where I saw ohLuvv. Oh, that's on the Canada side. Glennieboo, Greatness, and in net, shot, save. What a good save from Pandaman, but in net will be Cartoony Man for that Finnish side. ohLuvv finding the pass across. Packers there to receive it. The Gyat on the offensive for Finland goes into the corner. Can't quite get it out with ohLuvv on the defensive end. Gyat finds the shot. Saved by Ned. Good crouch from Ned. Two non-BHLers here starting for both teams. It'll be interesting to see how they start. Two JBHLers. Shot Greatness can't be saved by Pandaman 10-10. And Finland's on the board.
Yeah, great.
Well, wait, am I color commentating or no?
Fair abuse.
That's what I was told.
Fair abuse.
Anywho, look. First goal of the tournament. This is awesome to see for Greatness. Pandaman, he had a great season last season, but, moving into another season, you really got to bounce back, and this is your chance, and that's kind of a weak shot to let in.
Definitely going to be a lot more that he faces tonight here against this Finnish team. Optical, Baba Black Sheep, and TXQ here. Future BHL possible line. The Black Sheep, TXQ mentioning in media interviews many times that they want to line with Optical. They're trying very hard to find Optical on those draft picks and work up for him. TXQ cuts in the center. Abdul Siffin and JR Goof now also on the line for Canada as both their second lines come out. TXQ loses over to Siffin. Siffin on the breakaway. Optical, the only person to stop him. Shot, saved by Cartoony Man. Good save from Cartoony Man, the JBHL goalie here. Finding his start in MIIHF. Unsure if there was a original goalie who could not make it or if he is genuinely their starter, but otherwise making an impressive save here. Pandaman with the glove. We'll drop it back down to JR Goof behind his net. As JR Goof now, Baba Black Sheep on his tail. Two defenders on him now. JR Goof gets it in the slot. Siffin can't finish it. Siffin maintains possession though, takes it back to the corner with Baba Black Sheep on him again. Now goes behind the net to the Finnish side. OllahFresco puts his back into his offensive end. Shot. Excuse me. Goal from Packers off a pass of OllahFresco.
Well, Packers doing what he does best. Just tucking in those sharp angle shots. And, we have a much closer game off the rip here. And I think, honestly, you kind of have to lean towards this Canada line in this instance. I mean, OllahFresco, stellar defender, Packers, known goal scorer against the Gat.
Definitely a mismatch on paper, but it comes down to who you play and how you play on the ice when it really matters. And if Yacht can fill in these shoes, we'll see tonight. The expectations for that answer are definitely no, but some people that got to fill in some shoes on the other side as well. Ned hasn't made it out of JBHL yet. Expected to be a first-round draft in this JBHL. Pandaman save. We'll just put that right back down his net as he chases it. Packers maintaining possession. Ned, as I was saying, is a expected first-round pick out of the JBHL here. Finds a slot pass. Greatness will just be on the defense. But still, quite the role, quite the change of gameplay pace here for a JBHLer to adjust to. See how he looks out there on the ice tonight. He's got two great line mates, OllahFresco and Packers around him. That makes it a bit easier on you. It's a Glenny here. P3's up. Packers the only one there to receive it. Giat finds his way forward. OllahFresco not allowing anything more than that. As Packers curves into center ice. Loses the puck, forgets to take it with him on the way to the net. Greatness, P3 save by Pandaman. Great positional save from Pandaman as he pulls up a little aggressively there. Giat can't find the quick P3. Packers will take possession. Into the finished corner. Glenny trying to get it out. Gets it to the Giat. Giat pulled back. Pinged by OllahFresco. Packers across ice to Greatness. Excuse me, Glenny across ice to Greatness. The Packers will come off the ice here and siphon on for the Canadian side. Siphon gets it out the corner. Greatness and Siphon just not really hitting the puck either one, bit confusing. Siphon finally wins possession forward. Loses the puck, and Greatness will come back on the back check and retain it. TXQ up to Baba Black Sheep. Out duel, P3's across ice. None of the Canadian teammates there to receive it. TXQ, P3, saved by Pandaman. Pandaman being tested a little bit here early in this game. Nothing too crazy for him to not save. He's let one in. For the most part, looks calm and composed for the rest of them. Out duel here. Trying to get this out of Optical's corner. Baba Black Sheep finds a slot pass. Optical not able to get a stick on that before JR Goof in the slot can defend it. JR Goof with the pullback. Baba Black Sheep along the boards. Out duel on the defensive end. Tries to bring this behind his net with Optical pressuring. Finland finds a slot pass. Stopped by JR Goof. And Pandaman will just make the glove for Canada, and he will hold it.
Definitely need that stoppage there. Kind of give the team a little bit of a mental breather. A lot of pressure back and forth, but I feel like Finland has the best of Canada here.
Absolutely, as Finland out shooting them 5-2. Bit of a stoppage to recollect their thoughts might help them. As OllahFresco, either one really commits to the corner. Baba Black Sheep will win it over, but can't do much with it as OllahFresco will make up for the mistake there. P3's up. No Canadian stick there for him. Baba Black Sheep finds the P3, but Pandaman with the easy glove. OllahFresco trying to get this out of his defensive end. Gets past TXQ. P5 holds it past Glenny but Glenny will just turn and clear. Packers. Gets past Glenny Can't maintain possession. Glenny with the easy turnaround. Finds up the Giat. P3 into the Canadian corner here. Giat with the pressure, trying to find something for Finland. And OllahFresco will just take possession calmly here. Good P3 up to Packers. P3 from Packers to nobody. As Finland has all day to recollect possession in their defensive end and mount a counter attack. OllahFresco loses it over. Gets past one. Cuts into center. Finds the pass. Saved by Cartoony Man. That hits his post, loses its momentum, and that's an easy snag for most goalies. OllahFresco stopped by a Glenny. Clock ticks down here, 3 seconds left. Canada trying to find another shot. Cartoony Man will glove that and stop any slot pass here as we end the period and get ready for a second period.
There's no Finland's all over. And,
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were gonna say something.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. You know, you see the knuckle lock and play. What does Canada have to do to kind of bounce back here?
I mean, just nothing has really worked here in terms of their passing. Seems like every time they try to send a cross ice to one of their teammates, Finnish sticks are there first. And ultimately, just on paper, they're kind of outclassed here. They're missing that third skater on that line with only Bourbon Packers, Ned. He's not looking completely lost out there on the ice, but it is still big shoes to fill and a big step up. Optical, same thing on the other side for Finland. Both teams really just need to work around their weak points the best.
Yeah, I think, like you said, I mean, they're missing that skater, obviously. But, you know, in VHL, a 5-skater, rotation is definitely manageable. Just has to be done, down to a T. It has to be done perfectly. Anywho, Glennie Boo has, in just a few seasons, I think this is maybe his 5th, but he's a great player now.
Absolutely, and someone had an impressive season in BHL with Boston there. Getting ready for his next season 28 of BHL. Glennie Boo tries to cut in center. Only Bird would be there to crouch it. A nice, beautiful crouch update hit the BHL just a few days ago. And seeing that in action today, a bit more consistent with the crouches throughout the game. No more pucks going through you. As the Yacht finally gets it past Packers, but can't do much with it. That'll ultimately just head to the corner. The Yacht finds a slot pass, shot by Greatness, just rings off the iron. And Pennyman will glove and hold.
Talk at halftime didn't really work. You need to rev it into high gear here for Canada.
Absolutely, as Siffin wins it forward. A bit of a lag from Sammy the Whale. Siffin finds a shot, saved by Cartoony Man. Good save from the JBHL, their Cartoony Man. I mean, he is absolutely showing his worth on the ice right now. TXQ, open, finds the cross ice to Baba Black Sheep. And a bit more life in that Finnish attack now as soon as Sammy the Whale steps on the ice, even with a bit of lag. Finding those cross ice passes. Baba Black Sheep. Pulls back, cuts into center. Shot, glove by Panda Man. The Black Sheep cuts in center, finds the P3. It's past Panda Man, and that'll be his first as Finnish takes a lead.
It's an absolute screamer of a shot. I mean, the mishap in the corner to turn that puck over on the exit. And Baba Black Sheep just saw an opportunity, got a little pullback, and absolutely howitzer of a shot. Put that in the back of the nylon.
That's quite an impressive goal here. Will take Finland into the lead. Plenty of time left, though, for the Canadian side to find that equalizer. As we start the face-off here, Packers taking the face-off against Greatness. Greatness wins it forward. Only Bird up to the boards, Packers. Glennie Boo. Both teams picking possession. Greatness pulls back, finds the P3. Glove by Panda Man. Would have been wide either way, but Panda Man will make sure that he retains possession. Slot pass just wide. Greatness can't get a stick on it. Only Bird will take this up himself. Finds the shot pass in the center. Packers with the tap in. As the Giat on defense can't clear it out, and that will be the equalizer for Canada.
This is a great way to respond. I feel like they didn't let that second goal get in their head too much. It was a demoralizing way to get scored on, but they just bounced back, conserving that same well. Power went home here, tie game.
Absolutely. A beautiful pass and a beautiful finish there from Canada to find the equalizer, and their heads are back into this.
See if they can use that as some momentum.
Absolutely. As we look at the shots here, 10 shots for Finland to the 4 for Canada. Cartoony Man posting a .50 save percentage. Handaman 1010 posting a 80 save percentage, about what you expect from a very experienced BHL goalie, and the shot quality that he's faced. Same with the Whale, P3 in the center. Siffin on the attack. P3 hits the post. Cartoony Man will clear that out. With the Whale, trying to get this out of his own defensive end. Finally finds it past Siffin. Big hit on the ice there. Ref will not call it. Siffin gets back. Same with the Whale, trying to get this up the boards. Finds it up to TXQ. TXQ finds a shot into the face of Panda Man. That's an easy glove and a hold for Panda Man all day.
Not much changing on the offensive front here. Just kind of sending shots in, and it's working out.
Absolutely. The Packers now on the counterattack here. Gets past one. Glenny Blue, the last defender on him. Packers with a shot. Glove by Cartoony Man. What a save from the goalie there. As P3 will just be snagged out of thin air. Hard to see if it was on target, but if it was, that is robbery there. To the corner now, the Canadian side. Greatness. Beniboo across the yacht. Intended target won't be received. ohLuvv there to stop it. Packers on the pullback. Can't get past Beniboo. Up to Greatness. Greatness trying to put this across ice. Not enough on it for Yacht to receive. As Greatness finally pulls forward. Slot pass intended, pinged away by ohLuvv. Yacht takes us to the corner. This goes behind the net. Beniboo now. P3's across in the center ice. Greatness with a shot. Panda Man saved, and he'll hold this again to just buy some time for the Canadian line change.
It looks like Canada's having issues kind of exiting the ozone, which leads to more offense for Finland. Gotta find a way to change that.
Absolutely. Canada. Finally finding the pass up to Siffin, who's wide open. Saved by Cartoony Man, and the rebound will just hit the post. Cartoony Man on his head right now, making some big plays for Finland when he's counted on. Very impressive. Of the Black Sheep. Just behind the net. Siffin cutting the center here. TXQ trying to forecheck him. Sammy the Whale finally gets a stick on it. TXQ will maintain possession. P3 glove by Panda Man. He'll be dropped behind the net. Plenty of time for Canada to just retain possession here. TXQ under pressure. Sammy the Whale loses it over to J.R. Goof in their defensive end. Finds a slot pass. Can't connect to Siffin. Siffin just chases this behind the net. I'll have a Black Sheep trying to get this out. He'll finally get a stick out. TXQ. Sammy the Whale. P3's up. Packers. Actually, Sammy the Whale bunching a little bit on who wants the puck. Penman screaming for a TMM on the ice there. Thinks he saw too many men. Unsure if Pandaman 1010 can count that high to count the 4 skaters that would be on the ice, but it is possible. As into the corner, ohLuvv. ohLuvv pass across to Ned. Ned not able to receive it. The Gyat there cutting in the center. Cleared out by ohLuvv. Beniboo, weak shot into center. And that will be just tapped on out by Pandaman here. 3 seconds, clock ticks as expiring time for the second period. Gyat. And that will be the end of the second period here. Tied 2-2. Finland out shooting as we head back into the third.
Before this third period starts, you can clearly see Canada hasn't changed much as far as their offensive strategy goes. Finland is just devouring them defensively, and that could lead to some good offense, as we know. And we have that reflection on the shots there, 14-6. Kind of similar to the last game. The slight difference in the goal count.
I agree, definitely a slight difference in the goal count. Cartoony Man, a notable name here that no one really expects highly of, but has squandered some Canadian breakaways, some Canadian opportunities. He is JBHL, draft eligible for this upcoming draft, and he's definitely risen his draft stock a bit here for this upcoming BHL draft.
From what I see, he has done fantastic on those 6 shots.
Absolutely, and maybe a little bit unlucky as well from the forwards of Canada on their placements, hitting the post a bit. But the post is as good as the air. Doesn't count towards the goal at all. A shot from greatness, stopped by Panda Man. ohLuvv will win possession behind his net, gets it past the Giat. Has some space to work with, forgets the puck when he's running forward. And ohLuvv takes us finally again to the corner. Leniboo on the defense. Giat covering the slot. That's when you got to think maybe they're trying to force a slot pass there on that mismatch of Packers against the Giat. Canada's got to do something to find some success here because they have not found much with the shots being absolutely outclassed. Both teams fighting for it behind the Canadian net. ohLuvv. P3's up. Packers trying to receive it. Greatness cross to the Giat. The Giat's open. Cannot find a P3 on it as that's cleared out into the corner. And that's something that a player like the Giat will not succeed in, that kind of overall higher pace of this game than what he's used to. And those are the moments where it really shows on those opportunities. A more experienced player might be able to turn that into a shot. It's a big hit on the TXQ by Outduel. P3 from Baba Black Sheep's wide. Easy glove from Panda Man, and he calmly dropped that behind his net. There, Goof gets past one. Tool up to JR Goof. JR Goof cuts into the center. Can't get past Sammy the Whale. Outtool into center. Baba Black Sheep retains possession for the Finland side. As again, like you've mentioned before, Farabee, Canada can't get it out of their own end. And it has absolutely hindered their offense. As finally they P3'd out, but nobody there to retain possession. Baba Black Sheep will simply just hold this behind his net, get past Sifpin, and he's got plenty of space to work with. Sifpin on a good back check. Sheep into the corner. The Whale looking for P3. Packers just pressuring him. Packers in the corner. Into the move. Into center. Won't be able to find a shot.
He's tied, so I guess it's okay. Like, they're not really getting it out of his own. But it's not sustainable, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Turtle can only hide in its shell for so long before it has to leave. Before it dies of nutritional deficit. And Canada looks like they're going to starve to death here with how they're playing if something doesn't change soon. The hungry lions sitting outside their shell as they hide. Packers trying to take this forward. Packers finds the slot pass. Ned not able to get that. Giat on the defensive. Finally finding some time in their offensive end is Canada. And Leniboo will just hold possession. Ned with the good crouch. Packers. P3 to cross ice by Leniboo, I believe, on the defensive stick. Greatness. Waiting for JR Goof to do something. P3's it up. His team's not there, only Siffin is. Both teams just a little back and forth. Sammy the Whale finally having a shot. It's wide. And the man not having to make the save. Sammy the Whale again trying to do something here. Up to TXQ. TXQ jumps over the puck, unfortunately. Canada will find a defensive break. O'Toole can't get it out of Balakshi's possession. A delayed penalty would be called from the away team by Missia here, our ref. And that'll be a big penalty here with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the third period.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing you want to do with your Team Canada. I mean, already being slightly down, mostly down. Now you're going to give them a man advantage. You really got to bear down.
Absolutely, as I don't want a double analogy, but the shell is still insane.
Scores!
I'm not even going to speak anymore. Glenny Boo just puts away the lead for Finland.
Well, just as we suspected, I mean, it's just not sustainable to have, you know, that sort of defensive pressure. And then little to no offensive pressure. And it ended up exactly how we thought it would. I wouldn't be surprised if Finland tacks on another.
Absolutely. Mentality probably a little bit downtrodden for the Canadian side here. They'll call it CO to maybe recollect their thoughts, recollect their stamina, and make a game plan here to find an equalizer. Maybe we'll find an overtime game.
Oh my god. Loki
As-
forgot.
As Canada here on the line stack within the next 1 minute and 30, they got Packers, ohLuvv, and I believe Siffin there on the wing. All three players should have plenty of stamina to finish out this game here if they don't find the equalizer. Packers finally has a breakaway. Packers has a chance. Finds the P3 into the face of Cartoony Man. What a great save. Another moment that he's needed. And Canada will pull here. 4 skaters on the ice for them.
Levin's got to play a little goalie here.
Absolutely. As ohLuvv gets it up to Siffin. Siffin with Gunny on his tail.
Back up.
Siffin pulls back. Finds a shot in the center.
Ooh.
Can't get it. Sammy the Whale with a crucial ping there. And the defense for Finland. Up to Packers. Packers has space. Packers shoots. Glove by Cartoony Man. What a great save from Cartoony Man there. Making the crucial glove. Dropping it to the corner. Sammy the Whale on the counterattack. ohLuvv just puts this back to the corner. Into the center ice. Siffin jumps over it and clears it out. Nobody on Finland there to capitalize. 20 seconds left. Canada has some time to work with. They need to recollect. Slow down. They have time. They don't need to panic yet. The Black Sheep gets it up to Packers. Packers up to the open man. P3 saved by Cartoony Man. He almost slides into his own net, but he doesn't. And he drops it and clears it out to the corner. Absolutely standing on his head currently. Packers will just put this towards the net to finalize it. And that is the game. Cartoony Man showing up when his team is needed. And that draft stock has risen.
Honestly, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's skyrocketed. I mean, I know we're only 1 game in, still the rest of the tournament, but if you're Finland, that's quite reassuring to see a guy as young as he is performing as well as he is. Better than Panaman tonight, even though the shots were outweighed. Sorry.
think I'm arsenic, but you don't mind that I'm toxic. Somehow you're fine with it, even when I'm chaotic. You see the shade in the cold, it's just my bad temper. What am I supposed to do?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the MIIHF as we get ready here to go underway for Game 3 here. Team United States at home facing Team Denmark. Quite the stacked rosters. Team USA here, Zazpal, Newbury Bridge, Packers, Peachy Paw, Pluds, Quake TFA, TBH Silence. And on the other end of that game, we have...
Not that many people right now.
We have Camper, Concord, HYJS, Tango, ZCD, and Zombie Magikarp. Two very notable teams, very notable rosters, as we'll have to switch the teams here, as USA is home and Denmark is away, so we can reflect that correctly on the... As we get ready to start here, USA against Denmark. Ref making sure that everything is set up correctly. Any score predictions, any thoughts from my desk and people around here?
I think it's going to be a calm 3-2 win for USA. A bit of a nervy game, but USA, they do have the better team on paper. I think they're going to show it on the ice tonight.
Good prediction from my from my analyst here, Seeker Hab. I think on paper, they do have the better team. Activity is definitely an issue for this Denmark team. Camper, ZCD, not exactly known for being the most active players, probably Caption as well. I think on paper, USA is just more puts in the work, puts in the effort. I said Packers, but excuse me, it's actually WAD or Mushy. Quick TFA, TBH Silence there, a notable up-and-coming non-HLer who expects to start BHL this season, and that'll be an interesting thing to look out for how they perform in this MIIHF and display if they're ready for that BHL ice time this upcoming season. As the clock ticks down, both teams take their positions and get ready to start. Face off. Camera will switch around finally.
Denmark starting with a 2-man here, 4-manning.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, definitely some activity issues for Denmark on a lot of these players. And Camper finding his way, but notable missing ZCD. Pluds finding the pass up to Pang. Pang can't find it. Pang having his breakout season last non-HL season. Been a bit of a middle of the pack non-HLer for a bit, but found his breakout season and just recently scored quite a few goals. Was at the top of the charts there in non-HL. Unfortunately, didn't find his way too far into the playoffs, so the first round exit. Toronto against Pensacola Blue Wahoos, but that is somebody to keep an eye out on tonight as he is trying to make a name for himself and prove that he's ready for this BHL ice time. Pluds finds the pass up to Pang, and Pang whiffing on the slot pass, not what you want to see there. Camper onto the ice for Denmark, as they'll finally find their 3. Quick TFA gets it up to Pluds. Tango. Just taking us up for the Denmark side. Denmark, Tango, shot, it's wide. Zazpal in net here for USA. Newbury Bridge. As the crouch hit, Peachy Paw in defense now for USA. Hits it up to Newbury. Pass across to Wad. Wad's free. Save by Emma Furiato. What a great pass. What a great shot. And ultimately that won't hit. Or won't result in anything. No dice. Newbury Bridge wins the puck forward. Camper will back check. In towards center. Newbury. P3 will just be cleared out. Pichibal wins this forward. Gets past 1. Can't get past 2. Packers. Finds the P3. It will be hit into the post. Slot pass not hit by Nubili. ZCD just not able to completely maintain control. Nubili finds the shot. It's saved by MF Riado. Another save on the follow-up. As that shot just barely scraping the post and it'll be stopped from going in. USA all the pressure here in the first 3 minutes of this first period, shooting 6-1, and they have looked dominant here. ZCD finally on the ice for Denmark, finds the shot, and it's saved by Zazpal. Denmark finally on the counter offensive, just as I say that USA has been dominant. P3 up to Quake, won't connect. Tango there first, but it'll lose it over. Flood's finding his mark. Tango pulls back. Floods. P3's in the center, but just probably captioned sitting there crouching. Hang into the corner. Floods. Pulls back and just puts this on the back end of his net. Packers. Cutting in the center. Finds the shot, and it's just wide off the iron. Another slot pass. Nubili can't grab it, as MF Riada will just glove and hold.
Been a bit of dominant performance by the USA here so far. But USA needs to capitalize some of the chances. Pang and some of their players have missed way too many really good chances. They're going to need to find the net instead of the post if they want to win this game.
Absolutely, as the shot is just wide from Nubili Bridge on the face-off play. Nubili Bridge has some space to work with in the center. Can't get it over to Wad, as both defenders will crouch in front of him. John Chuko on the ice now. Gets the corner move P3 across, but none of his team's there. As Denmark finally able to field 6 players, even if one of them is John Juko. 6 is better than 5. P3'd up. Pichipa there on defense. Gets past John Juko. Pull back to break his ankles. ZCD will try to take it. ZCD P3'd up to John Juko. John Juko hits the post, and it's cleared out by Zaz, as that's just a terrible placement of a shot. Put straight into the iron. Another great pass. ZCD saved by Zazpal, and now Wad's just free on the counterattack. Saved by MF Riado. What a great save from both keepers on both ends. As it's cleared out by Tango. ZCD's free, saved by Zazpal. Both keepers on top of their head right now, as both defenses are letting it up. Bloods. Tango. Finds a nice pass. ZCD hits the post. It taps in from Tango. A great pass play, team play there from Denmark, as they find the lead here, and they find their footing.
USA just falling asleep there defensively. I don't know what was going on there. So dominant in the first half, but Denmark does have that good counter-attacking capabilities, and they show it there with a good chance and a good goal there from Tango.
Absolutely. As Denmark has been on their back foot for most of this game, finally finds a little bit of a leeway, and they'll find themselves out on top. Plenty of time though, we're still only in the first period. A minute left in that first period. USA has shown many chances, and Riado making some great saves, but eventually one mate fall. Tango with another shot into the face of Zazpal. And here, they're free on the other way. Plud's completely free, finds a shot, saved by MF Riado, pull back, cleared out by MF Riado. And great defensive play, or great goalie play. Now Tango on the counterattack the other way. Quake TFA playing some good defense to make sure that doesn't result in a counterattack like Denmark has given up many times. Quake TFA passed over to Pang, doesn't connect. Finally gets one Pang on the P3, and that's the easy glove from Riado. Tango, P3's up to Concord. Pichupa, non-NHL defenseman of the year there on the defense. Gives up a shot, but another great save from Zazpal. Youppi Bridge on the shot, and just some defensive lapses repeatedly here from Denmark as we end the first period. Denmark up 1-0, but being outshot 6-10.
USA is really not taking their chances well right now. I mean, 10 shots, they could easily have 15. They have MIIHF stumping them constantly on defense, but there's some shots that he just can't save, and they've missed all of those right now. They have to find a way to put those in the net if they want to get it back into this game.
Absolutely. MIIHF standing on top of his head right now to make sure that puck stays out of his net. Made some great plays to keep Denmark in this, but defensively, Denmark has let up way too many just absolute breakaways. And players like Pluds, players like Wad, if you give them those breakaways, they might not capitalize the first time, they may not capitalize the second time, but they will capitalize eventually. And being up only 1 here, you can't let that happen.
USA is also going to have to tighten up defensively here, if we're being honest. I mean, they're so focused on scoring some goals. I don't know. They're falling asleep on defense. Zazpal's had to make some great saves, and Denmark was able to capitalize on one of their many chances so far in this first period. So USA is going to have to find a balance here between offense and defense to keep this game close.
Absolutely. Interesting to see here. I mean, a lot of shots. Any other 2 goalies in this game, and this is a very high-scoring game. Looking at the possession, though, one team has been pretty dominant in possession. It seems like USA has been pretty dominant in possession, but their touches are pretty distributed. Bloods has maintained a lot of the possession here on this United States side. Packers as well. And our ref for the night, Vicky Out, getting ready to start off face-off. Pluds, Quake, and Peng on the USA side. Tango, Red, John Juco, and probably Caption on the Canada side. Pluds finds his early shot off the face-off. That's an easy save for MIIHF. Tango cuts into center. Can't maintain possession. Riado will just clear this out. Tango with the pullback. Quick TFA will put this in his own defensive corner. Tango and Quake just battling for it behind the puck, or behind the net. Pluds finally gets possession. Anjuko winning possession behind his puck, or behind his net. Can't maintain it, though. Pluds finally find a shot. And it'll be pinged away there by the defenseman of the Denmark defenseman. Quite some alliteration there. Denmark defenseman. Tango takes this behind his net. Gets past one. Can't get past Pluds. As that puck falls up to Quake TFA in the neutral zone. He'll lose it over to Tango. Peng on the back check. Three USA defenders into the corner. And that'll be leaving John Juco wide open in the slot. But his shot is just wide right. DCD P3ing it out of his defensive end. DCD taking this behind the net. DCD cutting in the center. Wad will clear that out. Wad trying to get past one. Camper will ultimately take that. Youppi Bridge loses it over Pichupa in the center. Pichupa P3's up to Newly. The USA can't seem to get it out of the defensive end. Stalling in that blue line every time. Denmark applying some great pressure here. Packers wide open on the P3 pass. He'll get it past MIIHF, but one will be just back-checked and pinged to the corner there to stop any offensive threat. Great play from ZCD on the defense. P3 gloved by Zazpal, as that would be an easy glove for somebody as great of a goalie as Zazpal there, a very experienced goalie. Out of the caption. Danjuko. Team's pinging possession in the center here. Shot, or I can't even speak. That slot pass will not connect. Ango. Tango finally finds it on the other way. Lose it over to Quake TFA. Quake in the center. Tango ping his pass. Finds the P3. Swatted by Quake TFA. Pass up to Pang 2K, the Nintendo target. Probably caption will stop that from connecting. And that'll go to the corner of the Denmark side. Pang trying to find the slot pass for USA. Bloods. Bloods finds us in the center. Dang, just cannot find it at all. It's both teams really just finding stalemates in multiple parts of this game. The corner battles, the center possessions, slot passes aren't connecting. The defense is there. Finally falls in front of the net and cleared out by MF Riado. Just a bit of confusion there, but MF Riado will clear it out as Concord finds a shot, and that's cleared by Zazpal. Hit. Peachy Paw looks like he hits Concord in the corner, but won't be called. Concord pulls back. Camper, excuse me. Pulls back. Camper hits it up to Concord. Concord pulls back, tries to get past Peachy Paw. Camper hits it up to Concord. Concord now trying to find it went forward. That'll find its way behind the net of the US side.
Wad with a shot there, but it's saved by MF Riado. Into the middle for Newbury Bridge. Cleared away.
That's quite the interesting shot. I mean, MF Riado making just some good saves. I mean, absolute great shutout from Zazpal, but MF Riado has absolutely held his weight here. It's facing less shots, but the quality of saves he's made has been quite impressive there, as one just rings off the post and goes wide. Into center ice, glove by MF Riado, and that'll be held. 28 seconds left in the second period here.
MF Riado standing on his head right now. His defense is letting him down, but he is recovering every single time.
Janjuko. Win it forward. Bloods into center. Pang 2K won't find a shot. Probably captured, just gets out the corner. Pluz at the pullback. Quake, P3 stopped by multiple defensemen of Denmark just crouching there. And that'll be the end of the second period. Denmark still maintaining their 1-0 lead, but still being outshot 8-12.
USA, I mean, they've had a lot of the possession this game, and specifically in that period, but they're just not coming out with a goal right now. Wads, Hang, Packers, or not Packers, Floods are having great games right now, but MF Riado is just stumping them. They can't seem to find anything. I feel once USA gets one goal, they'll keep coming. The floodgates will open, but they just got to get that first one right now.
Absolutely. I have plenty chances, but sometimes they're just sending some P3s a little wide, that a little far out. That could be not as rushed there. Seven seconds left to kill into this period before we start the third.
As the third period about to begin here, Denmark needs to find their footing here before USA gets that first goal, because they're not going to be able to maintain a 1-1 game. Denmark's either going to have to park the bus in the back here or try and find another goal.
Absolutely. On paper, I'm surprised Denmark has found the lead here, outclassed by this USA team, but they have found the lead, and MIIHF really helping that, as Tango almost finds a shot. Ploods cross to Quake. Quake has some space. Cross ice pass isn't covered. He can't choose between the shot or the cross ice pass. It ends up just shooting right in the middle of both. Common mistake. Can't choose a target, so you just shoot in between both. It happens. Ploods with a shot. Stopped by probably Caption. Good cut in the center. Won't merit anything. Tango. Ploods over to Youppi Bridge, but probably Caption will stop that. John Juco on the offensive. Youppi Bridge. Stopped by probably Caption. Good defense. Probably Caption now winning it forward. Into center. John Juco won't get the shot. Quake TFA on the defensive end. Bloods fighting a center. Bloods finds Youppi Bridge. Youppi Bridge's P3 is wide. Can't get the angle. Youppi Bridge trying to find the pass back into center. Finds the pass. Ploods not able to connect. Quake with the pullback instead of going forward. John Juco, though, the only threat there, and he's not going to be able to capitalize on a mistake like that. Just not quite fast enough. Camper winning it forward finally. Packers takes this behind the net. Loses it over to Concord. Packers finally wins this forward. Shot stopped by MIIHF. Pichupa pulls back onto the boards, gets it past Concord's up to Packers. Camper, P3 to cross to Concord. Pichupa. And that'll be a penalty called by the Gyat onto the home team. It's Pichupa. Seems like he hit one of the Denmark side. And he'll serve his 45 seconds in the box, excuse me.
Not a single complaint from the USA or the fans. It seemed like a pretty clear-cut call there. Denmark has to capitalize here, but more importantly, this is just time off the clock for them to look out this 1-0 victory, but they're going to really want to score here.
Absolutely, as Denmark has a crucial power play here to find a shot. Don't give up a shorthanded goal here. Peng 2K on the offensive. MIIHF coming off of his mark. Camper on the other way. Packers. Good curve by Packers. Packers into center. Has space to work with. Finds this save. MIIHF glove dropped. It's cleared. It's far. It's just far. And it'll slide off the right post off a bad drop from MIIHF. And Denmark will breathe a sigh of relief after watching that. What could have been a shorthanded equalizer. And they'll find their footing back into the power play. ZCD can't find the shot. ZCD's beat on defense. Peng 2K taking this forward. Tango wins possession. Tango with the P3, loved by Zaz, would be wide either way, but Zaz will make sure that he clears that up. Tango, trying to go for a fancy corner move, can't quite get it. Ploods will beat him on the boards. Ploods cutting into center. Ploods getting past one, puts it into the gloves of MIIHF, and he'll snag that puck out of the air. Youppi Bridge putting this into the corner, finding the slot pass. Nobody there to connect on it. Only probably Caption, who wins it forward. P3's pass Zaspal, and Denmark will go up 2. And that is the dagger here in the middle of third.
Pretty surprised Zaspal let that in. I mean, he's been pretty solid. It doesn't look like either of these goals are going to let in any weak shots are there from the blue line, but that one just misread it, mistimed his glove as it goes in. Now USA down by 2. They're going to really need to look for any offense they have left in the tank to try and get back into this game.
Absolutely. As Zaspal, I mean, a hard save to make, just a far well-placed P3, and he kind of got it on the slower end of where it's dipping, and it's hard to track. But for an experienced goalie like Zaspal, that's a save he can make 9 times out of 10. This is unfortunately the one time. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. USA, they've had chances. I mean, it's not completely lights out here for USA. They could make a comeback, but they definitely need to get something here, and they need to get something quick for themselves to breathe some life, as all these chances they've had have been robbed by a great goalie play of MF Riato. And he's showing here why he's won Vesnas before. Bloods going on the other end for USA. Dooley Bridge. Into center. Bloods maintains possessions. Cuts into center, finds a shot. It's off the post, and MF Riato will glove that instead of the post abuse that he has to clear off his line. A great glove from MF Riato. Bloods with another shot. MF Riato saves again. Almost not hugging his post there, but he'll make the save anyways. Pichipa trying to take this forward. Pichipa cuts into center. P3, nobody's there in the slot for that. And Denmark now on the counteroffensive. John Juko just bunching with Concord there. They'll lose any counterattack because of that. Concord with a good turnaround. Over the great defensive play. It's Camper. P3's it up the boards. Pichipa on the ice for the USA. USA P3 across. MF Riato's there first for another clear out. Goalies can't jump, but it doesn't mean that they can't play aggressive still. MF Riato, a great example of that, making sure he comes off his mark for these clearances. Packer's doing a 360 to find the puck. He somehow hits it, but can't locate it after that. For now, just killing time behind his net. Finally catching on as the USA offenders, and they will chase it. 2K tries to come to the slot. MF Riato with another glove. MF Riato just everything into his glove tonight. It's a magnet. Pass up to ZCD. ZCD is free. 1-on-1 with Zazpal. Zazpal with good coming off of his mark there to get the just clearance. Bloods now going the other direction. Bloods trying to get this in the corner. Got two defenders on him. Trying to get this into center, excuse me. Almost gets into center. Concord will just get a stick on that and clear it out back to corner. Bloods. Slot pass, nobody connecting to it. Quake TFA on the P3. Quake TFA finds the P3, and that's in. But it's just a moment too late. They've got 1.9 seconds left and 1 goal down.
Well, you know, it's never too late to stat pad. A bit of a consolation to goal there for the USA to get something out of this game. But Denmark has just been too good. MF Riato specifically has just been too good for the USA to handle. They finally finished one of their good chances there, but it's going to be too little too late here. Denmark just has to hold on for 1.9 seconds to come away with all 2 points here.
Maybe 1.9 seconds is enough time for a playoff face-off play. We'll see here. But I'm not really no high hopes as FOV will take 0.6 seconds off. 1.9 it was, not 1.7. As they negotiate how much time should be on here. 1 minute.
Put a minute back on the clock.
Not the amount of time that's supposed to be here.
Now it's 1
Neither
second.
is 1.
There we go. Oh,
There we go. We
Good
finally
extra.
figure out how to do 1.9. 2 is not the same thing as 1.9, the Gyat. Counting isn't your strong suit. It's Packers. Face off again.
Wad wins it forward. Floods.
Holy caption just sitting there
Shot is
crouching.
blocked.
That'll be blocked. And that'll be the game. Denmark taking it 2-1 over USA, even though USA almost having double their shots. But stick around. One more game after this. And it's a good one. We have for you Germany versus Russia.
Patience, I hate it always falls on you. But you know it's not about our love fading. You know it's not about. Yeah, you know it's not about our love ending. You know it's not about. It's not about us. You know it's not about us. You know it's not about us.
so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the MIIHF. And for the final game, we have Team Russia facing off against Team Germany. I'm joined by Seeker, HAP. Welcome to the stream. I mean, you've been here, but we're going to act like a considerable amount of time has passed. What are your thoughts on both these teams, if you have any?
Two teams with some good talent in them. I think it'll be a good high-scoring game here.
You know, I have to agree with that. We have our first line for Team Russia, looking at Stan V, Storm, and G-Bot. Wow. May or may not have been short players. We will never know. However, facing off against Connect Me, Jalen Vizzo. And we are underway. G-Bot first line. Gets hit into the corner. Connect Me with him. Trying to free it up, but G-Bot a little pesky there. He's going to move it up. Jail dropping back to cover that pass. G-Bot gets past. A shot on the line. He scores! Storm. Okay, so G-Bot did not hit it. It was an own goal almost, but what a start, Seeker.
Quick start from Russia. I mean, just wasting zero time getting off there. An unfortunate ping there from Team Germany. I'm not exactly sure who it was, but just unlucky to get it right off the post, and Storm fully takes advantage of it, just hitting it into the empty net to make it 1-0.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, you don't really care how the puck gets in the back of the net. All that matters is that it's there. And G-Bot started that sequence up by carrying it up. Great crit chain, and they ended up finishing that. Connecting wins the face-off, and they're going to call a face-off violation there.
He's not happy with that one.
No, he's not. A little upset over that, but I think it's a fair call considering it is automatic these days. Jail will win that face-off, and he'll start up. Blocked by G-Bot. And into the corner. Jail pressure by Stan V. Shot to Vizzo. Can't finish. And G-Bot's heading the other way. We know how this ends. Well, this time he's blocked. Unfortunate. Along those boards. Connecting. Storm has it. Now Seeker 1-0 this early into the game. Are we thinking of like a high-scoring game in favor of one team, or?
I don't think so. I mean, that's just kind of that was just a quick glimpse of what can happen if one of these teams kind of shuts off defensively. And I don't think that's going to happen too many more times. I'm sure it can, but I don't think this is going to be a blowout.
Definitely shouldn't be. Considerable amount of talent on both teams. Jay with a little fumble there. Recovers. Sleepsters. Finds space. Stan V. Good recovery ping. He's going to have to line change soon. He's got to dump it up first. And then change. Radium 7. 60-04. And Zulis on the line now against Gorius, Mason, and Sleepster. Big hit by 60-04. They're going to call that one. They just looked up and smacked him. Back in the day, that's legal, but not anymore. Well, Germany getting a much-needed power play early on in this game. Just about crossed the 1.5-minute mark. And we have a chance to find a tie game. Radium and Zulis on the PK. Sleepster shot blocked in traffic, and Radium will clear it up. Critical that they kill time here on this power play. You don't want to let Germany get back in, especially this early. Mason holds it across. Goriest can't get the shot away. Good pressure by Zulis. I meant Radium, pardon me. Mason slot pass. Sleepsters has to shoot it wide. There was no angle. Zulis is pressuring. Gets out to the blue line. Kept in by Goria's pass, but Mason couldn't get a shot away. Radium just looking to kill some more time. He's going to bring it to that corner. Mason in the corner now. Can't get a slot pass. Again, here it is. Shot save made by Bagel Glazed on a great slot pass. And that's a way to keep the game tied, Seeker. I mean, Bagel Glazed won the Conn Smythe. Oh, almost an own goal. And seemingly has not lost a step since then.
Yeah, I mean, if he keeps making saves like that, it's going to be very hard for Germany to find this back into a tie game here.
Johnny scores! The commentator curse. A great pass by Konechny and a greater finish by Vizzo. Veteran play. We have a tie game.
I mean, Russia and Germany both just showing what happens when you switch off defensively there. These teams are good enough that they will take advantage, and so far it's been shots and goals so far, 1-1. Both goaltenders are going to be looking at their defense for some answers here. They're going to need some help if they want to get out of this game without punishing their stats too much.
Yeah, I mean, we're only about 3 minutes into this game, and a total of 3 shots, but a total of 2 goals. So take what you will out of that. Stan V up the ice, long range shot will not find its way on the net. Corner. Slot pass, can't finish. And Konechny will start up the other way. Stan V pressure by Konechny. Storm will get in the middle of that and steal the puck into the corner. Konechny, a good hit, try to get it out, but Stan V, a good keep. Behind the net now, Jail pulls it back right into Stan V, but manages to get a P3 away. Konechny cross ice, finds Vizzo, but G-Bot says no. Stan V trying to do the tech. Recently nerfed. Only slightly. And the puck's just a little ping-pongish right now. Seeker, I think we're looking at what they would call a Blockey stalemate.
Yeah, I mean, we see how fast these teams can hit each other on the fast break here. It's just going to be a matter. If they can keep it like this, I'm sure both teams would be happy with the 1-1 draw getting out of this. But they're both going to be looking for some offense here. Could be massive.
Shot there. Continue.
Yeah, both teams are going to be looking for some offense, but they need to stay vigilant defensively. Otherwise, they will find themselves down by a lot if they don't pick up their defense and make sure that they don't get hit on those counterattacks like we've seen so far.
Pretty much. Good analysis. Radium looking to keep it in the zone. Into the corner now and kind of hovering. Looking for a pass. It's a long shot. Mason will easily ping that. It's a great sequence of moves, but not an optimal shot. Not enough mustard on it. Slot pass. Good ping by 60-04 to keep that out of harm's way. And Radium starts up the right side. in the corner now. Tried to go back, but Glorious is too much of a pester to not allow that. Pulling it back is Radium. Can't find a hit. Glorious will start into the zone. Looking for a slot pass. It's hit away by 60-04 and a 2-on-2. Russia will win that one. Another sequence of pullbacks for Radium. Maybe doing too much. Slightly. The Seeker, nowadays you see these pullbacks more often and more often. Do you think it provides an advantage as much as it's used, or do you think you have to use it?
Well, it depends how you use it, when you use it. I mean, if you pick your spots correctly, it can definitely be a very powerful weapon. But if you're just pulling it back randomly, it can really hurt your team more than it can help. So if you pick your spots correctly, I think it can definitely be a very powerful weapon that if you learn to master, can really pick up your game.
I agree with that. Jail curving it in. Can't find a way into the net, though. Up the left side. Stan V, good pullback. Another pullback, but Jail has a good recovery. Storm all over that. Slot pass. No one home. And back into that corner. Nope. Good hit away by Jail, and he'll start up the other way. G-Bot in tail. And a good hit away from Jail. We know he can do that corner move. He's very good at it. G-Bot with a good ping. End of the first. We'll get our thoughts from Seeker HAP on the period.
Yeah, both teams, we've seen a very, so far, decent balance of offense and defense. Germany needs to be better in their own zone. They've let up a couple of chances now trying to get it out of the corner. They just left someone wide open in front because their team was changing or going up the ice. And so far, Russia has not been able to capitalize. But if they keep doing that, the quality on this team will definitely be able to get 1, maybe 2 goals out of that. So they're going to have to fix up these leaks in their game if they're going to want to stay in it.
Well, I have to agree, honestly. You know, I don't think people are really expecting G-Bot to be doing the job he's doing, but he's been pretty good in those corners, mitigating the skill that, Jail has. We know he can do that pullback, super 5-hole curve thingy, the new tech that the kids are using these days. And, G-Bot, it kind of, I don't want to say underestimated, but definitely underestimated. Because he had a few rough starter years, but has really found his way up the ladder since. And then Konechny has been a veteran for a long time. You saw the pass he made, veteran pass over to Vizio. But Seeker, I'm looking for at Stan V to kind of begin his takeover here. We've seen him dominate fresh off a cup, and possibly one of the players that was affected the most with the pullback cooldown update. Is he taking over or no?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen he hit that nice pullback move, but he's definitely going to need to find something else to pick up his game if he's going to want to score some goals here. Germany's defense has been very good at shutting him down so far, so he's going to need to use his line mates, or his line mates are going to need to use him a little bit better if he's going to want to get more involved in this game.
I agree with that one. 10 seconds till ice drop of the puck. Puck drop. Yeah. Okay. Stan V connecting. Stan V will pass it to Storm. He's looking for a long-range shot. Easy save for Wille. Hopefully I said that right. Maybe we'll just say Will. Jail up the ice to Konechny. Pulls it back. Hit away by Stan V. Back to Jail, and Storming's an opportunity. Wow. A bit of a mishap there. Even typing while in the middle of a shift. Bold move from Konechny. Cross pass. Vizzo to TK. Save. Bagel glazed. See, you said it earlier, man. I mean, Bagel's just phenomenal. Continuing to do that. A stone cold save on a stone cold opportunity.
Completely bail this team out there. I mean, Russia are going to tighten up their defense. As I've said, Germany can't hit you fast on that counterattack as we saw there, so they cannot be letting that happen one too many times.
It's a turnover. Storm just all over these turnovers. I mean, a lot of mishaps from Germany here, just kind of mindlessly hitting the puck. And a player like Storm is going to take that over. Take that up. Take it to his advantage. Line change. Out comes Zulis. Stan V. Stamina ticking down. Looking to line change here soon, I believe. Zulus with an opportunity, but Jail gets back just in the nick of time. And up the ice, bagel glazed. Hits it to Mason. With the intercept, Mason getting around 1 and 2. Shot, he scores! Phenomenal goal from Mason to dangle around 1, crit chain around the other, and then snipe it low side. Seeker, what do you think?
Russia's defense has just completely been embarrassed there. I mean, you cannot be letting that happen. Players of such quality like Mason are going to take advantage of it. He will happily take that goal if you're going to let him just walk past your defense. Bagel glaze, he's made a lot of great saves. There's nothing you can do about that one. It's a beautiful Super 5-hole into the bottom corner.
It's just you gotta see Radium Little Malt. It's always fun to see him a little mad, but that fuels his play. So we'll be interested to see if he can take advantage of this newfound emotion. Zulus, an opportunity, can't get the double hit. Mason trying to clear it out. Zulus in the corner. Mason finally gets it out. Yes, up the right wing, doing it again. Shot, he scores! Mason from outside. Long range shot, the American sniper out of Germany with his second goal in less than 30 seconds, I would like to say.
Russia, I mean, I don't know what the second line is doing right now. Mason is just completely taking advantage of them, just falling asleep on defense. I mean, I don't know. They're going to have to change something up here if they need to keep this game in hand, because Mason is just destroying them right now.
Truly. I mean, that's the second time they've kind of relaxed on defense and just let him kind of walk in and not only get the shot away, but a high-quality shot at that. Face-off is 1. Sleepsters. Pressured by Radium. Looking to make a move. Goes down to the corner. Radium has to get a pass out here, get his team back in the game. Gregorius has been such a great defender his entire career. Shot from outside. This time it won't find its way in. Down the right side. Radium gets a hit away. And cannot get through. Up the right board. Sleepster to the corner. Zulus pressuring. Up the boards. And it's hit into the Germany zone by Zulus. And a hit there by Konechny. They will stay on puck, I believe. It's in the corner now. Kept in by Zulus. Still trying to keep it in. Gets a pullback away, but Jail is there to swallow that up. Now Jail up the right side has an opportunity. Curve tech, and they cannot finish. Rebound was there, and Germany is putting on a bit of a clinic right now, Seeker. Got to be careful if you're Russia. Any thoughts on that?
Clearly, after that second goal, they've tried to get their offense up a little bit more, but that's just allowed even more room for Germany to just come in and exploit them on defense. Russia, I mean, maybe now more than ever they should be playing more offensive. They need to find a balance here if they want to keep this game even remotely close.
It's going to be tough with the way they've been playing. Shots were a little closer before the period, and since then, Germany has tacked on 6 shots. So, got to believe something is going wrong on the Russian defensive side. We'll see how they respond. It's in the corner still. Konechny starting up. Trying to get Stan Vidig on a little pullback. He does, but can't beat Storm. This time, Konechny and Jail kind of fighting for it. And he goes behind the net. In the corner now. Jail looking to get a slot pass. Instead, he's a corner move. We know he can do it well. He scores! 4-1 Germany. I was speaking on it earlier in the game. Jail is phenomenal on these corner moves. And we just saw it there, Seeker. What a shot. What a goal.
Yeah, I mean, so far it has just been an awful second period. They've completely. This game was close. They were in it. They had a good chance to win this game. They've completely let it slip away. Just that second line for Russia, unfortunately, just getting destroyed and getting a bit mismatched there against Jail, and Jail completely takes advantage of it. Russia definitely have to step up their offense a bit now. Germany has made some mistakes, and they have to take advantage of them now.
Oh. 4 unanswered goals for Germany. After Russia got the goal, probably about maybe a minute in. Zul's an opportunity, trying to get it back in the game.
Oh,
Oh, it's another shot. Nothing there. Wow. Great sequence, but this just kind of reiterates the struggles Russia has seen all night. Shug finally here. Seeker, do you have any insight on Shug for us?
I've seen him a couple times in threes and ones. He's a pretty skillful player, and I think he can definitely help this Russia team get back into this game.
Now, if you had to guess what his contract rating would be, what would it be?
I have no idea.
Did you say 10.5?
Yes.
Wow, I think that's what it is. I don't know how. It's fine. It's like a 28K. It's cool though. Sleepsters, what in the world did he just? I think he got hit. Okay.
And it's gonna be Germany back to the power play here. It looks like.
Yeah, like we said, the last thing you want to do is give them a man advantage, and they've shown you why. I mean, 4 unanswered and have a chance to make it 5. And Zulis will get the tripping call.
Germany a huge chance here to just completely run away with the game. I mean, looks like there's 2 people on the ice right now. They're not even gonna put a third out there, but some JBHL action right now.
It seems like they have enough skaters. Konechny
There's
now
the third.
hopping on. Do they have 5?
Now they have 6.
I'm not sure what that was. Maybe trying to
They
rub
missed
some
communication.
dirt on the wound. I don't know. Konechny trying to turn it. Can't do that. And Gorius got taken by Mason. Bit of a miscommunication there. Stanvey also great at these corner moves, but Konechny is all over him, and so is Gorius. Both there to kind of mitigate what he does. And I think that's a critical part into taking down this team and dominating as much as they have, Seeker.
Yeah, Russia. I mean, Stanvey in the corner now. Played out by JL. Oh, Konechny on a breakaway.
Can he finish? No.
Oh, not the touch he wanted there, and he knows it.
Had a golden opportunity to get his second of the game and put his team up by 4. But with that, we will head to the end of this period. 4-1 at the end of 2. 11-4 the shots. We'll get our thoughts from Seeker, HAP in the booth.
Yeah, I mean, Russia just a god-awful period there. I mean, just falling asleep on defense one too many times, and Germany have the skill and the talent to just take all of those opportunities that Russia are gifting them right now. Russia, I mean, Germany is not the greatest defensive team. We've seen it in that first period and a little bit in the second as well. Giving away the puck in their defensive zone, leaving that slot open. Zulis had a great opportunity, but he bricked it and hit the post. And Russia needs, in this third period, to take advantage, to play a lot more offensively, take advantage of all these chances that Germany are giving them, and may find 2 or 3 goals to get right back into this game.
Well, if they have any shot at getting back into this game, I fear they may need to get one early. 4 minutes at the very minimum, just so if any mishaps occur, they have ample time to come back, of course. But then again, I mean, we just saw Konechny DC. Guess he had somewhere to be. So maybe the tension will lighten up for Russia a little bit here, and we'll see if they can take advantage of that. Definitely be tough, though.
OMG, It's a B is going to be replacing Konechny here.
That's exactly who we thought would be doing it. Well, waiting for the third period of action, but about 30 seconds. I would like to say roughly 35 with the face-off time. So that countdown is a little misleading. Well, Russia's got to find something to do here. I mean, they're down by, I would say, about 8 shots, 7 shots in the shot column. Down by 3. So, I mean, not only have they not been playing good defense, they have not been playing any offense.
Yeah, that quick start might have put some false hope into them, but they're going to need another quick start here in this third period to get back into this game. So let's see how it plays out.
For sure. Would you care to commentate this final period?
Sure. Dan V taking it to the corner there. Mason just kicking it out. Vizzo here could have a shot. Goes to the 5-hole, but it's saved by Bagel Glaze. G-Bot in the corner now. Hitting it back up to Stan V. It's hit down. Stan V taking it up now. He's giving it away to Jail, but he defends it well. Zulus now on the boards, taken away by Jail. Taking it to the corner now. Bit of a fight there between Stan V and Jail. Getting the pass out to his defense. Mason with the shot. It's blocked. Zulus now looks like he's AFK on the ice. Mason couldn't get the corner move off. Jail in the corner. Just wasting time. Jail, good move, but it's hit away. Stan V now taking it up. Taken away by Jail once again. Shot pass. It's a great save by Bagel Glaive off Mason. And just holding the puck here, Zulus just gone in the corner there. Russia having to 3v2 for a second, and Germany almost making this game untouchable, increasing the lead to 4. Pisses. Stanby winning the draw forward, and the play is blown dead. Russia gonna need a quick response here if they want to get back any hope of getting back in this game. Sleepsters wins the draw. It's in the corner. Challenged by Radium, who wins it. Radium Sleepsters now battling for it. Shug hitting it away. Gorius now, great pass over to OMG. Sleepsters from the corner. Can't get the shot off. Shug passes up to Radium. Cross ice, no one there. Gorius takes it. It's a good turn. He's giving it away, but he recovers. OMG to B now, taking up the boards. Hit into the corner by Storm. It's out in the corner. Sleepsters hit away by Bagel Glazed. Radium now taking up the ice, easily defended by Sleepsters. Gorius now taking his time in the corner. Someone's gonna have to challenge him here. Taken away by Storm. In a slot, but it's pinged away by Gorius. Radium now. Good pullback move there, but it's hit away by Gorius. Into the middle. Well defended by Shug. Radium now on his own blue line. He hits it forward. Gorius hit away. Gorius now hitting it back up. Storm now. It's a 2-on-1. Gets it over the Radium. The shot, and it's a great save by Will. And Russia almost finding their way back into this game, but cannot get past Will. Only the 5th draw of the game, and I believe their first one in almost 2 periods now. And they're going to need way more chances like that if they want to get back into this game.
Gonna need a lot more of that if they want to get back in the game, for sure.
Are you Compton? Face off 1-4 by Stan V. Jail in the corner. Stan V now. Slot pass. Hit away by Vizzo. Vizzo now taking up the boards. One back by Stan V. Oh, and Jail. It's a good move. Into the set. A save by Bagel Glaze. Another great save, keeping his team in this one. Stan V now battling with Jail. He gets past his man. It's a shot. Ooh, great ping away there. Jail battling for it in the corner with Stan V. Jail hitting it forward. Vizzo. It's crossed to Mason, and he can't get the shot off. Vizzo now hitting it forward. It's Mason. Stan V now. Some great moves there, but too many defenders. Zulus now into the middle, hit away by Mason. Zulus. Oh. And he just could not get the shot off. Zulus gives him another chance. He scores! And that is Russia's pathway back in this game. And some great link-up play between Zulus and Stan V and make it 4-2 with 3 minutes to go. And there's life in this game.
Just what the doctor ordered. I mean, kind of wish we would have gotten that goal a little earlier, but nonetheless, the lead's been cut to 2. They're going to have to do some harder work here to kind of claw back into this game, especially this late in the game.
Russia gonna have to keep up the momentum here, but we know Germany can hit them so quick. It's gonna be so hard for them to make it back into this game. But let's see if they can get another goal quickly here. Stanby wins it back. Good move there to get past Vizzo. Well defended by Mason. Stanby in the corner now. Jail on him. And now he takes it forward. Tries to get the pass off there, but it's taken away by Stan V. He's giving away in the corner now. Jail. Getting some pullbacks down. Cannot get the shot away. Vizzo in the corner. Trying to get the slot. No one there. Stan V now wins it back. And he's ricocheting up the ice. Well defended by Jail. And Gorius is just going to take it behind his net now. Ricocheting up the ice. Going for a line chase. He's giving it away here. Storm. Shot. It's off the post. And a great chance there from Storm on a terrible giveaway when his team's line changing. And Russia almost found their way right back into this game. Sleeps is now pulled back. Taken away. It's a B now. On the puck. Some ping going on here in Central. Chucks right now to Radium. Radium shot is pinged away by It's a B. Sleeps is now hit up the ice. Taking it back into his own zone. Defended by Storm. He's giving it away here. Sleeps is slot. Shug just crouching in the lane there. Can't get the pass away. Storm now wins it back behind his net. He passes it up to Radium, but cannot get the touch off. Sleepsters. OMG to be now doing some moves at the opponent's blue line. He's won it here, but Bagel Glaze just passing it over to Storm. Radium now gets the shot away, but it's saved by Willie right at the goalie. Sleepsters just taking his time behind his net here. Now it's Shug. Hits it back into no one. Sleepsters, he's lost it to Storm, but it's hit away by Will. Radium now. And it's a miscommunication there. There's three people on the puck, but Radium's done well to get past his man here. Oh, but cannot get the pass off on the 2-on-1. Mason could have a shot. Goes to the post abuse, but it's just across the mouth of the goal. Jail with the puck in the corner. Some great moves there, but cannot get the puck in front of the net. Zulis and Stanby both on the puck now. Jail wins it. Going for pizza. Oh, and it's hit away at the last second. Stanby now up on the ice on the counterattack. The shot, and he scores! And with 23 seconds left, Russia just needs one more goal to tie this game up. Some great link-up play from Stan V and Radium there. And just like that, Germany's lead is evaporated to just one goal.
I mean, better late than never, I suppose. Stan V was kind of defended pretty well all game. And, you know, it led to him not being as present as he normally was. But in the end, he's going to walk out of here with at least one goal. And they have 24 seconds to get another one to push this to OT. That'll definitely be tough without a play off the face-off here. And as you can see, they have pulled the goalie.
23 seconds left to get back in this game is a huge face-off win here, and they need to quickly get up the ice and get some pressure in the zone. Germany, you know they're just going to be parking the butts here, 3 men at the back, no offensive risk taken. Just trying to see this lead out and get the 2 points.
They need it. Face-off won by Stan V. Shot! No!
Off the post. Stan V in the corner. They're both on the puck. JL now heading away. It's Radium in the corner. Gorius just hitting it out now. Just hitting as far as he can. Shug. One last attempt. And Germany will come away with the win, holding on at the last seconds. Russia tried their best in that third period to come back, but Germany hanging on and Stan B missing that one last chance, and Germany coming away with the 2 points in a bit of a nervier game than they would have liked.
Definitely a tough loss. But, you know, we've seen a worse game tonight, so. I think it's fine. They'll bounce back.
At least it was interesting.
It was a great game. Well, that's the end of the games. And sign us out. You got it.